Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is Season 44, War 8, and we are up against GT40. My team this war is Valkyrie, Quicksilver, and White Magneto for synergies. Alright, taking a look at the map real quick. Trying to remember what I took. Let's see, I'm taking Path 5 in Section 1, but just the Nick Fury. I'll be placing guidance on that Kindred for someone else. And then in Section 2, I have that Shuri and Gorr on Path 8. For the mini islands, I have that Jessica Jones on whatever node that is, 41, 42 maybe? I don't know. And the Zemo, that's also right there on Hazard Shift. And then I take the Mysterio on node 49, right? Okay, because we are going up against GT40, I'm taking this Nick Fury again, and I knew time was we're not winning on time. We're not beating them on time. So I decided, you know what, we're going to do the same strategy as last war. The aggression precision really wasn't as scary as I maybe originally thought it was in the fight, because I'm just not going to let him hit me, and it's not going to be a big deal. And, you know, doing it this way, he's never going to go unblockable. I can always block his special one. There's just really no risk to it. It just takes a while. So speeding this up so that we don't have to sit through this whole thing again. But yeah, I'm just gonna build up all of my, only gonna block hit, build up all my buffs, get fully ramped, and then start hitting him with special 2s. This is an ascended Nick Fury. The only risk I was thinking that there could be in this fight is if I'm not able to kill him in his second life before he can get off a second special 1, and he'll be unblockable during that. But I said, you know what, I can always attempt to full dex it, and even if I can't, I have an invuln on. It's a special 1, so it's not going to do that much damage. Valk has over 100k health, so like I'm going to survive that. But you know, ideally I want him to be at low power when I take him out of his first life. And here, you know, he's at half a bar by the time I take him out, so I'm like, you know what, that's fine. Maybe I can spend a little extra time waiting out, you know, the degen ticking. You know, I'm almost 3 minutes into this fight now. You don't like to be in any fights that long, but this way is super safe. I just don't want to die. The only way we're going to beat GT40 is by dying less than them, and you know, I want to take every precaution that I can. So yeah, I'm able to get him down. It's not too bad. It took 3 minutes, 16 seconds. That's like your average Quicksilver fight, if you don't know what you're doing. Or if you're me, because I'm bad. Okay, next I have this Shuri on Path 8. Was this like node 25 or something? I remember not playing this fight really well, or like it taking longer than I was thinking in my head it was going to take. I don't know what I did there, why I didn't just keep hitting into her block. Oh yeah, because the idea was I wanted to hit her in the face a bunch to build myself up, so it wouldn't take too long, but I didn't think about that giving her extra power. And I swear I know how to dex out of like partial dex like the end of the special 1, so that I like block the first hit and dex out of the last one, and it was just not working here. So that was super annoying. I'm having to bait heavies, and she's gonna go untouchable, and you know, I'm just taking a lot of chip damage there. I was glad I was kind of late there. I might have attacked her while she was untouchable, but yeah, so far it's just been super annoying. I'm like not even fully built up, but I'm having to drop this special 2 because my power's gotten too high. And here I'm trying to do it again, and it's just not working. I don't know what's going on. I've never had this issue in like Battlegrounds or anything like that. Or actually I didn't do any duels for this match because it was Shuri. I knew what to do. I fought Shuri before with Valk. But yeah, just taking a lot of chip damage, a lot more than I really should have. Here, drop the full special 2. Deals a lot of damage because she doesn't have any of those passive armor ups, and she goes down. Takes a little over a minute. I lost like 25% of my health. It's just a health potion, but, you know, a little annoying. Okay, so this is a very similar fight that I took last war, except for a few notable differences with this Gorr. He is awakened. I'm not really sure if that does anything. I think it gives him longer debuffs, but that's really it. He's got the physical resist stat focus, which is going to make me hit not as hard. And it's also a 6-star rank 2. These are all things that I did not know were different from my last fight. For some reason, I thought the last time I took it, it was also a rank 2 Gorr, and I didn't even notice the stat focus. So here I made the mistake of not getting enough withers up at the beginning, and he's just being kind of weirdly passive. He's throwing these special 1s so that I can't actually dex anything. And here I drop the special 2 because I want to dump my power, and I'm like, oh, he's going to special 3. I did not invuln for this because the fight went so well last time. I didn't think that it was, necessary. I would control his power the whole time, but I have inequity. I see this and it doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm like, okay, cool. I can recover from this, easy. So here he's backing up, not able to, I tried to dex there, but I parried instead. And I said, I'm just going to go for it. Hopefully this will kill, and it doesn't. Even though last time, special 2 into special 1, that killed, but there were a couple things different. These guys got a lot more health. He's got the stat focus. I didn't have my relic physical resist. I had less whiplash, so I don't know why I thought that was going to kill. And here, with even less debuffs on him, pretty much took that full special 3 damage. I think I only reduced it by like 18% instead of 36. And here he's just going to spam these special 1s against me. I was trying to dex as much as I could to stop his power gain. There, I thought the special 1 was over. I dash into him. He's just spamming them in the corner. I don't know what to do. I'm taking damage because he has increased debuff potency. I get parried there, and that's it. That's it. I made a couple of poor decisions in that fight, not using an invuln being one of them. Going for the kill when it wasn't going to. Like, I wasn't even close to being able to kill him. Not building up the withers properly. It was just... It's not the best fight for Quicksilver, okay? But it's a fight that I should have been able to do. And, I go back in, and I think it starts off equally as bad. Like, yeah, I get 2 of the withers up, which is pretty good. This is what you want to see. I'm controlling his power pretty well. I think at some point, he's just not throwing the special, and there I lose my invuln. I'm like, perfect. This is amazing. This is exactly where I want to be. Luckily, all that dexing gave me a lot of withers, so I'm at least stopping his power gain for the time being. And here, drop the special 2. Yeah, it's barely dealing anything. That stat focus impaired with... I think this Gorr was also placed with inequity. That makes sense. I'm hitting even more like a noodle than Quicksilver usually hits. Here I have enough power control that I can just 1 wither is fine. Hoping he's going to throw this special. Still, I'm having difficulty, getting him to throw specials while I have more than 1 wither up, Yeah, here, I think, I managed to dex part of it. I'm like, come on, I'm tired of him throwing these specials and then just gaining power. He ends up with more power than he threw the special initially. Here, look at that. That dealt, no damage whatsoever. That was special 2 into special 1 with, 20-something whiplashes. Inequity plus that stat focus is making this dude just a horrible matchup for Quicksilver. Here, take that on the block. Don't know how I didn't get parried there. I probably shouldn't have dashed in. But, just trying to stay calm, stay in this fight for as long as I can. I know that, my power control is good enough to deal with what he has as long as I'm not dumb. And there, I'm able to finish him off. Just a very disappointing way to die, especially since it was at least partially, if not mostly, due to a boosting error. I have to use a lot of invulns this season, and I have a lot of Quicksilver fights, which means invulns don't cover a lot of fights, I have to, I have wars where I'm using 3-4 invulns just because, there's a special 3 risk, and obviously you don't have to, and most of the time when I use an invuln, I don't actually use it, it doesn't come into play, but, the one time I decide, maybe I don't need it, maybe an advanced power boost would be better, I'll get out of the fight quicker. That was the time that I needed it. It's a horrible lesson to learn, especially since, I just took another fight in this war that's going on right now. I'm a little behind on my recordings, where I use an invuln because I was almost positive I would need it, and no, didn't need it at all. There's another one kind of, down the drain. So yeah, very disappointed with that. I still have yet to have a deathless season. I still haven't reached this fucking Jessica Jones didn't want to just decide to back up. I mean, yeah, she was intimidated, sure, but back up right then. Whatever. I'm just gonna slap her in the face a bunch and rebuild all of my buffs. I maybe could have gotten to special 2, but she had the protection up. There was no way I was going to be able to heavy again and get back to my special 2, so I decided, whatever, we'll just rebuild a little bit of the buffs and get back into it. Yeah, just not a great fight, really. Here, yeah, this special 2 did no damage. That's crazy. Oh, the protection was up. That's why. I was like, how did she reduce it that much? Were there that many weaknesses on me? No, the protection's still up. I was just dumping my power because I needed to, you know, rebuild all of my buffs. Here, I'm not even going to rebuild. Do I rebuild all my bulwarks? I would seriously doubt that I do. Yeah, just 2 of them is enough. Parry heavy, special 2, get out of here. No? What am I doing? Oh, no, I'm getting them all. I bet I don't. I think I remember messing this up too. I think I don't even get them all. I think I do, like, I just heavy here, yeah. I don't know. I get them all technically. Yeah, that special 2 finally did some good damage here. I'm just like, fuck it, we're hitting her in the face. I don't care anymore. Get me out of this fight. Get me out of this war, for real. Okay, so next up we have this Zemo on, I don't know, a hazard shift node. Stun immune, poison incinerate. What's that? Node 44. Node 44. Yeah. Still have that combat regen going. It's kind of funny. Right after not invulning, I go and not invuln again. But I was like, I can't keep spending units on them forever. So I'm gonna try and not use them in the fights where they're not needed at all. But if there's any risk, especially of a special 3. Use an invuln and also a special 3 defense boost. Like, why didn't I use that? All things that I thought about retrospectively. I just didn't plan accordingly. But anyways, so this Zemo, he's being kind to me. He's backing up. Super nice when Zemo does that. Yeah, and I just gotta be cautious the whole time. I know how to, when I need to dash back, you know, the timing that I need for him to, you know, work with me. Otherwise, he's just going to keep walking forward and tapping that block and having just super clunky animations. I don't like Zemo. I'm also just not in a good mood rewatching this. Just the death and then the crappy Valk fight after that against that Jessica. Just a sloppy war against the best war alliance in the game, which is not when you want to have a sloppy war, you know. Here, I think, yeah, I'm just like, just wanted to hit him in the face. It felt good, you know. And this is going to be a super overkill special 2 that kills him in like 3 hits. Oh, needed the 4th hit. Almost killed him in 3. Okay, moving on from this fight. It'll be my last one of the war. We've seen it a lot, but you've never seen it quite like this because something happens in this fight that hadn't happened before. So, oh, this guy does not have, I thought he had the physical resist stat. He actually has the armor stat, which is interesting. Yeah, I think GT just places like one stat focuses to make their defenders stay alive longer, and they kind of think like, oh, what's the best way to like get around it? And I guess or like what kind of counters will they use against this? And I guess they decided armor would be best for Mysterio. I guess, like, of all the counters that I've seen, Quicksilver isn't like a super common one. I see more people using like Herc and Stealthy and maybe like Massacre, so I don't know, maybe they wanted to increase armor. I don't know. Anyways, so we're gonna bait the special 1 and then heavy counter it so that we can get, oh no, yeah, I just too early on the dash back and he's able to clip me. That's happened to me before in like duels, and I've been aware of it, but I'm still sometimes early on it. So this time I'm gonna get it. There we go. And yeah, that's just so I can double my momentum, and I'll be at 300 before he can get to special 2, and I can safely push him to special 2 if I need to. Just really don't want to be taking any brute force damage, or as little as I can. So if I have to push him to a special 2, I push him to the special 2. He throws it right away, which is super nice, and that gives me like a little bit of healing. Not a lot, but enough. And wait for that to fall off before doing my detonation, just in case he's running an equity. I don't want to get 6% less damage there. Yeah, this is a tanky boy. I feel like the reason I thought he had physical resist stat focus is because I felt like I was dealing less damage than the last rank 2 Mysterio that I fought here. But maybe I haven't fought a rank 2 Mysterio. I don't know. Here he gets super aggressive. I'm not able to, like, punish or, like, bait the special 2 out of him. I didn't need to do a full 5-hit combo here, but I did, and it worked. A little bit of healing there. I get the special out of him. Yeah, definitely like it when Mysterio is throwing lots of specials in this fight. At about this point, I'm noticing my momentum's getting a little high, and I don't... It'll be annoying if, you know, I enter terminal and then lose all of my momentum, and then he, like, throws a special 2 or something. So I'm being aware of that. You know, the longer this fight, like, the higher my momentum's getting, I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I'm not pushing him to too many more special 2s. They're relic me in light medium, still doesn't kill him. Like, alright, cool, just need to build up a few more and detonate him, and then I can be out of this fight. And yeah, this is like my last opportunity to bait a special 2. He's not wanting to throw it. Still not wanting to throw it. I'm like, okay, throw it, please. I'm like, alright, I don't want to take any brute force damage. That's too scary. I don't know why I didn't do... Oh, wait, yeah, I remember. I hit him with that medium, and I didn't think it would push him to special 3, but then it did. That's why we invuln. This is one of the fights where I invuln every time, just in case I would ever have to push him to special, you know, the special 3, and even with that massive attack rating boost, he's, like, not hitting hard into my block at all. You absolutely need an equity for this. I probably could have done a medium, light, medium detonate there to end it, but I wanted to be safe, and yeah, this'll take him down. And that's it for this war. Kind of disappointing that I lost my streak again, and I didn't get that Deathless Season, but guess I'll try again next time. See y'all.